Hello, we're recording. It's Tuesday team call day. We are in the summer. It's June. We just came back from convention and there is a buzz in my heart, a zhuzh in my brain, a clearer vision than ever before coming from this girl. And I will tell you, I am the type, so good to see your faces. I am the type when I come back from huge events like this, I usually kind of crash. Like my brain's like too much information. Whoa. And then I get home and there's kind of like a kind of a downer. You know what I mean? Like being up on the mountaintop, then you come back to real life and you're like, oh, okay, focus in how to work my biz and let's keep the momentum going through the summer because the summer on our team, I'm going to say it out loud so you can all see it, know it. It's always been slower. People come home from convention and I think there's distraction, family, you got kids home that are normally out in school, there's vacations, everything kind of can go poof. And this year is going to be different. I can feel it. I see it. I know it. I've heard it from your mouths. And convention coming back for me was like, wow, I've just bit into something so nutritious and substantial. And I'm ready to walk, run, skip, jump to your next ranks. Lay the past aside, put it to death. Enjoy the refreshment of having fresh vision, fresh energy, a fresh skin health line. You guys notice we call it skin health, not skin care. Is that not the coolest? We have the kind to biome certification that actually comes through Sweden. They only give that out to people in Europe where their products are way cleaner than what we have here in the US. You guys, it is special. We have to shout it from the rooftops. Even if you're not a skincare girly junkie like I am, you're going to have people in your downlines. It's kind of like Nikayla. She reached out to somebody not ordering anymore about the skincare. And guess what? The girl was like, no, thank you, but I'd like to get back on the products again. What? Okay. So, go forward in confidence and joy. And, I'm going to start out this call saying that it was so wonderful to squeeze each one of your necks who got to be at convention. Everyone that I've talked to has been like, that was so refreshing. That was so different. And in the sideline chats that I'm in, we are all agreeing that it was as though there was a foundation, a deeper foundation laid for our belief in the company, in our comp plan, in our industry, and in what we specifically have in this company. That was portrayed to us, and we took it in. I feel like it's a cellular thing in me. Like I have chills on my kneecaps and my forehead right now because I can feel it and I can see it for you ladies. And I know so many of you can feel this too. And we're going to have 7 of you guys share after I very quickly make sure that we talk about the big thing, and that's Icon Club. Eric Worre has a $10,000 masterclass that I looked at joining in December. And you're in it all year long. And he goes through these things. He's basically charged our Plexus executives big bucks to get us all that training if we enter in and opt into the Icon Club. Icon Club. Does everybody know what it is? I want us to so be crystal clear because there's a reason why they're doing this. It's not just a club with all these exclusive things and a cute hat and recognition. No, this is the way to bust out of your funk and grow some sturdy, stable, residual income as a silver, senior silver, gold, onward. This is how you go jewel. They have found out that senior silver is our core rank. But they figured that out by studying so many other people, companies, the strong companies in this industry that aren't going anywhere. By the way, there aren't many. There are more companies that their CEOs are talking to our CEOs and they're like, we're going down. We're probably going to go down. Our investors aren't giving us money anymore. We can't keep this up. We're in debt, you guys, but we are not going anywhere. So Eric Worre's come in. He's actually created this plan. He's teamed up with our top tippity top diamonds who are in business momentum right now, meaning they are bringing on new silvers and new senior silvers to their team every single month. Okay, this is what Icon Club is. This is how you get in, and I'll tell you why you want to get in. You enroll 10 new level 1 VIPs with a 100 PV order. And number 2, you develop 2 brand new level 1 senior silvers. That's it. Okay, so this contest or qualification period, I guess I should say, started June 1st. So if you've brought anybody on starting June 1st, that helps you move towards qualifying for Icon Club. How cool is that? Also, if you have a silver in your downline who has not yet hit senior silver, I'm going to have to look into the help center for that because that's just coming to my mind right now. That is a question I need to answer for myself if those people will count for you too. If you have somebody already silver who is ready to move to senior silver, I mean, let's go, right? I will look into that and clarify that later today. However, it starts June 1st. You guys have all the way through December 31st of this year to become an Icon Club member. Okay, that's a very wide window, but I'm going to put this thing out to you right now, especially for who's on the call. I know you guys are serious. I know each one of you wants to earn Cancun, right? Your free trip for 2 next February. It's our leaders retreat, you guys. If you earn Icon Club by August 31st this summer, guess what? You'll get 800 credits towards that trip to Cancun. I would highly suggest running for that. Pretend like you're going for a next rank, which you are. Like shout it from the rooftops of this Icon Club thing. You're going to want to go to your customers and tell them actually about Icon Club. That's how big this is. And we'll be talking more about that soon. And Eric Worre on Thursday, put this in your calendar. Put this in your calendar right now, right? So his training, where he's going to share more about Icon Club, is this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you opt in, which you can, you go to your dashboard. Let me know if you have a problem finding it. Lou and I could not find it. The opt-in button, it's there. His next trainings need to be on your calendar. July 9th, which is my anniversary. And guess what? My husband will totally want me to be at the Icon Club meeting. He will not want me to miss that. And that will be part of his anniversary gift to moi. That blesses me. July 9th, July 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. I'm going to say it one more time. July 9th, July 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. Can I tell you that becoming an Icon Club member means your business has grown. Your paycheck has grown. The pay point has grown for the entire company. It means that your points have grown. It means you are closer or at your next rank and that you have people under you that are also hitting silver, hitting senior silver. You're getting fresh movement in your business. And you guys, this kind of energy is going to be contagious. I want you to believe for this, that you can do this. Here are the Icon benefits. And then at the 10-minute mark here, we got to move to our ladies, some of our ladies who went to convention that really want to share their like top zinger of what kind of is changing their business right now through the summer, fall, winter. Okay. You guys, being an Icon Club member means free shipping on orders over 150 PV through the rest of 2025 and all of 26. Can you believe that? Who puts in orders over 150 PV every month? Oh, I don't know. I spend like $700. Free shipping. What in the world, you guys? Number two, you get free event tickets for you and a guest for both Super Saturday and convention in 2026. This adds up to hundreds of dollars, you guys. Also at convention next year in 2026 in Columbus, Ohio, which I would say grab your plane tickets ASAP. Yeah, invest in your business ASAP for those dates. You know why? Tickets are just going to get pricier. That's number one. Number two, get it on the family calendar. Figure out the childcare now. Start putting aside money, honey, from your paycheck. I don't care if it's 20 bucks a month for convention. Okay. At Convention 2026, this is like my favorite. You get exclusive seating as an icon person. So your newbies that are going to be at convention, like brand new, who might not be an icon club yet, are going to be like, oh my goodness, I need to get an icon club too. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive recognition, reserved seating, and you'll also have a special event party that's just for Icon Club members. It's super fun. Also, there's like this inaugural, like founding Icon Club gift that we're gonna get. And I've heard little rumors, and I'm like, okay, that sounds amazing. Just know it's gonna be good. Lastly, you do get exclusive access to more special leadership trainings with Eric Worre. Talking to Lori Bradford about this, she's a diamond friend of mine who has been in Eric Worre's $26,000 masterclass. It's like for like I'm a baby fish, you guys. It's for the big fish, right? And she's like, everything I'm hearing that he is bringing to Plexus is stuff that he's doing in my masterclass. She's like, what the heck, Eric? I just spent like $26,000, right? Good stuff. Okay, we're moving onward because we got to talk about convention. I put it in our little convention chat. I'm like, who wants to share? Who wants to share their contagious energy and spirit with the rest of our team? And Liz Krause said yes. Lou Kroll, Ali Bashand, Reba Sanborn, Rachel Carl, Samantha Isfin, and Kim LaPrame. They all said me, me, me. So we're just gonna start here with, is Liz here? Yes. Hi. You want to go first? Liz, go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, I'll go first. Okay. Eric, I'm just gonna like ramble off some things that really hit me. So Eric Worre, he told this story about how when he got started, he was like, I'm just gonna do my best until a leader shows up. And then he was like, and a leader did show up. It was me. But the thing that really hit me the hardest was he said that network marketing didn't kick him out because he made mistakes. It didn't kick him out when he failed. It waited until he showed up as a leader. And I was like, that's the grace that I want to have with everyone and for myself as we learn to grow. And then in our Ruby training, Trisha Rieger was on fire as usual. And a couple of things that she said, actually, I think it was Jill Renfro. She said, you have to come to terms with your reality, whether you like it or not. And I was like, right, being honest with ourselves is like the first step toward making the changes that we need to make. And she said, there's no magic coming in 5 years. It is what you do today. And then, which brought it home for me specifically, she was like, when I thought about this business, I didn't make my kids the excuse. I realized I have 7 kids. They're going to need braces. There's going to be probably 7 weddings. There's going to be driver's licenses and cars. And I suddenly sat there. I thought, we live currently adjacent to the county that has the highest cancer risks in all of the United States. We didn't know this before we moved because of the carpet mills in the area. And I was like, I can be the one to get us to clean water, to safe soil, to safe air, healthy stuff for my kids. And I thought, right, I need to have that be the switch in my head of I must do this to get us out of here, not I can't do it because of my kids. So some of the action steps that I'm going to take, we just got home yesterday after a wedding. So I really haven't had time to be like, I'm going to do this, but I'm starting with scheduling 2 power hours that I'm going to do this week. And then I'm going to go from there. But part of it is I'm going to sit down and be like, this is what I'm doing.
Beautiful. So thrilled. Yeah. Whoa, there's like a little shift in Liz Crowell. You think you saw all that Liz Crowell has to offer? I don't know. Her messages to me are different. Even before convention, I was like, what happening? Convention. Hi, Jewel. Okay, let's go. Lou Kroll, do you want to go next? I'm just going down my list.
Yes. Well, this convention was just huge in that I think my belief in the products has always been high for the most part because I've been on them, but I don't think I've ever actually had real belief in the business as far as I can do this. I've been in some sort of like, it's different. I'm a different situation, that type of thing. And this convention, it just completely, I feel like I was like all of a sudden like grounded into reality, kind of like seeing the people on stage that were emeralds and sapphires and diamonds. I talked to a lot of jewels. I got to talk to a lot of them, and they are regular people who just decided that made a choice to do whatever it took. Like there was no, they were like, I just stopped making excuses. I just aimed big. And then I finally, I think it was day two, and I was like, that's it. I'm gonna go emerald. Like I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. And I'm going to stop being afraid to say it because I think my biggest fear is failure. But failure, what is that even? Like for me, the biggest failure for me is I see it as quitting. And so, like, what am I afraid of? Maybe it takes 10 years, maybe it takes 1 year. Like a couple people were like, so you're going to come back as an emerald. And I was like, okay. But I was like, why not aim for next year? And so if it doesn't happen, what's the worst thing that happens? They know I didn't hit my goal. I'm not the only person that's ever not hit their goal, and just seeing all these people, like a lot of truth speaking, just saying, just do the things. What changes are you going to make? Don't just talk about it. Don't just think about it. Like as soon as you get home, what are the changes that you're going to make? What are they going to be? I've already done a lot of reach outs on Instagram. I have two people who reached out about the business who I've been working on and dripping on for a long time. Like even while I was not sure, these people are finally coming around. I'm talking about the business way more confidently because I see that it's a real thing. Like those people on stage, this is real. And what I have to offer is good. And no, and I think I've like second guessed myself because it's like, oh, it doesn't feel like a real job. What does that even mean? Like, what have I been telling myself? So now I'm just super pumped up and excited about this coming year and just moving forward. And I'm really excited to see you guys grow and change and just hit the next rank. I feel like this is going to be a completely different year. Like I can already tell. And I'm super excited about the icon thing. I have people that I'm like, okay, let's get you to senior silver. So that was a lot, but I'm just excited, really.
Yeah, I'm in total shock about this one because she posts so regularly, more consistently than I do. But I'm like, whoa, okay. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? And she's like, what are you talking about? Of course I am. When she goes through something, she goes through something. She's gonna be a black belt in jujitsu, and I think you just might be a diamond in plexus one day, girl. So, and yeah, you can do it in a year. You could all be an emerald in a year. We don't know God's journey for you. Stop getting in your own dang way, right? Whew. Okay, who's next? Allie, you ready for Eddie?
Yes, okay. I have a couple of notes. So one of the things that really stuck out to me is the John Dorenbos, the one of the keynote speakers. I really liked how he said it because I also feel like we all do these trainings and we all think we've heard that before and whatever. But sometimes the way that people say things from somebody else makes something shift. And he was a magician and he had his cards, but the way he said, if I can tell a story with these cards, then I can certainly tell the story in my head. So just kind of like mastering your own mindset, kind of reiterating how important our mindset actually is and the story that we are telling ourselves. That really stuck out to me. What Liz had said with Eric Worre about how, network marketing didn't kick me out, it waited for me. And however long that may take you, network marketing isn't going to kick you out or push you away or anything like that. So I really liked that. And also, I agree with Lou that seeing the people on stage, like they're just normal people. And if they can do it, I don't know. I think in this business, it's very easy to compare yourself to somebody else, to see somebody else move faster than you or something along those lines. But not comparing yourself. I think it's more important to look at somebody in the position you want to be and say, if they can do it, I can do it. What can I learn from them? Rather than getting so like, oh, I'm supposed to be there, like I should be there. Well, they did something you didn't do. You just have to figure out from them what it was or learn from them. So I think that is cool realizing those people are normal people. They just did a lot of the work. They got a lot of no's, probably more no's than you did if you're not where you want to be. And then also in our Ruby training with Jill Renfro, she was very spicy. She was on fire. But one of the things she said is that you don't have to wait for approval from anyone. If you have an idea and you want to execute it, do it. You don't have to wait. Like if there's something and you think that's going to be a good idea and you think that's going to work, do it. And if you think your team needs something that's not what everybody else is doing, do it. Like you don't have to wait for anybody. Nobody is your boss. Like this is your business. This is your livelihood. For a lot of us, this is how we pay our bills and take care of our family. So you have to do what feels right for you and what is in alignment with where you're going and what you want to do. And the other thing that I think I'm going to try not to get emotional was my favorite was being able to see this through Brienne's eyes. So Brienne and I are friends, right? We go to the same church. And it was just very refreshing to see because I've been doing this for a while. I was talking to Bridget, and I think that was maybe like my fifth convention. I don't know. But there comes a point where I was just like, okay, we're going to convention, like going through the motions, like, okay, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna do this, we're gonna get dressed up for this party. But to really like step back and watch her take everything in was like my favorite part. And I don't want to be crying because I think that sounds kind of lame, but it's true to be able to watch your team come and take it all in and see it for the first time. Like my belief was so built up, and I feel like it filled my cup so much to just be able to be there with her and take it all in. And she was so like, introduced me to Annie Diamonds, and we got to talk to Amber Miller and we got to talk to Emily Roberts. Like it was really cool seeing it through the eyes of your team. That's all.
What are you going to do when Brienne's on stage as Jewel? We're going to have to haul Allie off. I don't know. I love that. True love for your downline and wanting to see them succeed so badly. It's a team sport. It's the most fulfilling part of this business. Absolutely. Okay, who next? Where'd my little list go? Reba.
There we go. Unmuted. I wasn't thinking of this one, but when Allie shared that, Terry had my runner, Terry has asked me to share all my notes and all my pictures and stuff. And so I kept sharing pictures and she was like, oh, there's a lot of big names, but just letting her see like, hey, real people that you can meet and interact with. And she was super excited. She's planning to come next year already and with her hubby. So that's fun. So I just wrote down 3 quick things. One, when Krista, it's either Deary or Drury, shared my big mindset shift was she changed her family rhythm to work her business, not tried to fit her business into her family rhythm. And I think I've been trying all this time to fit my business into my family rhythm or figure something out, and it hasn't worked really. So I just realized I had to come home and get my boys to have some buy-in. So I'm working this summer to establish that habit, to change the rhythm, to carve out an hour that is during family time, might be during my school time when the school year starts, but they'll know what they're supposed to do and they'll know I'm working in my quiet space. So already hit the ground running on that one. The practical tip that I loved was Amber Miller shared with IG when she finds someone that she wants to be able to connect back with. She actually copies the profile and puts it right in her note. And I had been writing out the name of the people I was seeing in IG that I wanted to connect with, but I didn't know that. So I loved that. I am now copying and pasting profiles and putting them in my note for that month. I have a note for each month of my Facebook contacts and my IG contacts that I'm trying to expand my network. The other thing she mentioned is when it has like a rainbow circle around it, that means they have active stories up, which is a great way to go and get in their message box because you can look at their stories, and if there's something in common, you can comment on it, and then they start seeing your name, and you're not this weird stranger contacting them for the first time. So, really love that. And I have been asking Allie questions about how to not be weird on IG. So that's very helpful. Um, the last one was I went to convention this year on mission. I wanted to pick everybody's brain as far as like what is working for you, what's moving you forward, knowing that not everything they shared was going to be what was going to work for me, but I wanted to hear from everybody. I went ready to hear everybody's thing. And if they didn't have a business thing that they could help me, I asked them their story because I wanted real stories with real people that I then took a picture with us so I can talk about it in my stories. I was basically making a repertoire of stories that I felt really solid about sharing because I met the real person and I talked to them. So I went on mission and I did that. I collected business ideas, I collected stories, I collected my pictures. So I feel really good about having real testimonies to share that I know the people. So
Well,
that was
oh,
it.
no. Is that all? Do you have
Yes.
more? Because I want it all. I was standing by Reba and I can't remember who was actually sharing. I think Reba, like when she started talking, I was like, oh, really? Somebody had said, somebody asked, it might have been Kim or it might have been Jennifer actually from our little group. But I was like, okay, so what do you feel like is your next goal in Plexus? And they said senior silver. And Reba said, oh, you can do gold. Gold is so doable. And she was standing there. I mean, I could cry. There was a presence and just a posture that was like you would have thought she was a diamond with what she was standing in and what was coming out of her face and the leaning in. I was like, oh, can she tell me where I'm going next? Reba, I'm telling you, I've always known it. I've always known it. I see you. I really do believe you're a jewel leader. I love what God is doing in you. I'm so excited for your family rhythms to switch up. Lou and I are doing the same all over again in our home. It's just time. So way to go, friend. Okay, who's next here? We got we got Rachel. Rachel Carl.
Okay, it's hard for me to narrow it down because I also piece things, but I think a lot of the things everybody said was so good. Everything this year really struck me a lot too, because I think I'm also in the same mindset as a lot of, I'm just like every year I come here, I've been a senior gold forever, and I just feel like I'm gonna cry too probably, but it's time for me to work harder too. And I think I never really came to this for the business, but just this year, something's changed and I just really feel like I have to make a line in the sand. I don't know who said that. Somebody said, decide, don't passively consume. And I think I do that all the time. And I've learned enough. I need to start doing it, and I have to figure out my way of doing it with peace, like fitting this. I've always tried to fit this into my life, like Reba said, fit it into your life, around my life. And now I'm trying to do better about setting office hours, whatever. But anyway, same with Liz. We're like talking about trying to get those power hours in and stuff and just making a time. So I really like all somebody said that just don't passively consume, open your mouth, let this be the year that you draw the line in the sand, rise to the circumstances, or like John Dorenbos talked about, you can either throw your helmet, have a bad attitude, or you can rise to the circumstance. And, it's my choice. And I have to just do that. And then one of the other things that struck me, I can't remember who was talking because I didn't write it down, but they talked a lot about fulfillment doesn't come from success. And that's, also that's not what it's not what I want. And obviously God is my fulfillment, but um the whole thing of when I hit this rank, I will act like that type of thing or whatever. We talk about that too, like when I'm actually, and I've always thought that, oh, maybe someday I'll be a Ruby, or maybe someday then I'll start feeling like a leader, then I'll start feeling like I can do that. But it's the whole conditional thinking thing. I will treat this like a business when I'm a jewel, and that's what I've been doing. I have not been treating this like a business at all. And because I just keep thinking, well, I'll just, you know, I made it to senior gold without much effort, so I'll just get to Ruby and then I'll start working. But so and just asking yourself, where am I waiting for something external to happen before I show up fully? And I don't know what that is for me either. Like what have I been waiting for? Why am I holding back? I don't know. And what would shift if I decided to own that identity now? And so I think that's a good question. Like I don't know if it was in our goal training or not, but they said I am blank now, so I need to act like this now or whatever. So putting those words in. So I thought that was really a shift for me too. Um, and I really loved the story that Ed Milet told about the eagle that should have died when her like partner died, but she remade her life. She sharpened her beak. She plucked away those her feathers that didn't serve her, and she completely like remade herself. And that we shouldn't be afraid to do something new. So I think that was really good. And just not to spend my life scared. That's me. I have a very large fear of man. And I think, why? And like he said, it doesn't matter what people think, and I know we can tell that to ourselves. It's one thing to say it, but then other than do it. But God gave me a passion for this. Somebody else said, do what God is giving you this passion for. And I often question that. I often question, why do I care about this so much? Is it from God? Is it an earthly desire of my own? Why do I want this? And so it was kind of nice to hear some people talking about that. Like, I can be that one, and I can still like it. There is a reason I feel a passion for this stuff after 5 years. And I'm like, I don't want to be senior gold next year. I hope I'm not, but I'm going to try really hard to not still be a senior gold next year when I come back. Uh,
I know many of us see Rachel Carl as just being so naturally influential. Like Lou and I are always like, we want to be on Rachel Carl's team. We want to hang out with Rachel Carl. You love so well, friend, and it is hilarious to me that you got to senior gold kind of like oopsie, huh? But also it's not oopsie. It's not oopsie. It's who you are and how you have loved. Of course, you can go Ruby and way beyond. We all know that. A couple little tweaks. Whoa, watch out, world. So good to see you and your hubby this last week. So good. Okay, Kim, you're next.
Okay, so that was me that Reba said that to. And Liz has said it and you've said it, and it was just like, I don't know, because it's just, it's scary. But what I thank you. Um, my mindset, my shift, and again, I've said this to a few of you, and BK, you told me, you got to stop thinking like this. Is my mindset is the shift, social media, that's where it's at. I said a few times, I don't like social media. I don't post very often. This is Natalia. Hey. Um, and, but before convention, I was starting to post more, kind of sandwich in the Plexus stuff. Here's me, but also here's Plexus, and then here's me again. Maybe trying to inspire somebody to do something. And I previously did not have an Instagram account, so I had made it, and then I just kind of left it alone. And the last few days, like I haven't posted anything anywhere since convention because I was taking the notes and taking it in and marinating and mulling and thinking. And Ed Milet had said, in life, you're the most qualified person to help the person you used to be. And he's right. And I actually had taken that to my neighbors right after convention. Their daughter is the same age as my little girl here, and she has a whole bunch of food allergies. And I'm like, let me tell you what I just did with my kid with food allergies. And so, or we call them sensitivities, right? And so my action, what I've spent the last few days doing is watching those training videos, watching and seeing how other people are posting so that I can, get out of my own way and do that and kind of mimic it and get in the game, so to speak. So, yeah. That's a that's
I love it. I love that. And I love that quote by Ed Milet. Lou and I missed that whole thing. And so I'll be depending upon sidelines you guys to share your notes with me because it sounded so you guys good. You guys have to go to his podcast. It's lovely. If there's somebody you could listen to every day, even for 5 or 10 minutes, you don't have to watch a whole podcast episode, but keep flooding your mind with people who have good things to tell you so that we can transform our minds, and that's going to transform our actions every single time. And I think that's what we're seeing for this summer. Here we go. You know what? Samantha Isfan really wanted to share it, and I think she's still sick. She got like really sick right after convention. I was like, oh, help nobody else to get sick. Can I just say what a treasure we all, like Allie and I had like this little conversation out on this balcony, and she's like, don't you love Sam? I'm like, I love her. I'm like, I know, me too. We're just seeing this whole other side of this person that we see online. You guys, the in-person stuff is mwah, nothing like it. In fact, Ellie and I looked inside and we were like, oh my goodness. Samantha was like sweeping the whole Airbnb. Nobody asked her to do that. Just so darling, making food for people. Such a treasure, so real, so encouraging. But Janessa, I see you here. And either I missed you in the chat. Do you have anything you want to share? Yeah.
I think I missed I missed the whatever. Anyway, yes, my one that I guess nobody has said yet. When I started this business, I did start for the business. Good timing, Ren. I started for a side gig. I started for something, and what I looked at was if I could get behind the products, if it was consumable, if it was really a good, smart business model. And I really appreciated hearing literally every single point that I had signed up for was exactly what Eric Worre also signed up for. And just seeing like, I think that's kind of dumb because over the years, I'm like, I don't know if I want to share that with people because I don't want people to think like I'm really just after your money, but like, I wasn't going to put myself behind a poor business model, even that being like, what was it, leggings and candles, and they're not life-changing. And these products are life-changing. And I'm glad to see that and consumable. And so it was like, I was so glad to hear him say that, like just to validate me in my reasoning behind joining Plexus and something that I can stand firm in. And no, like, I'm not just a stay-at-home mom. I don't know. I'm always constantly talking down to myself, but I'm not just that, or people don't, it's not just me who has that same idea of this business model and what Plexus has to offer. So that one was really huge for me. And so it was just gave me more boldness into what I can be sharing with my network and just feeling really confident in that and what our company has done. And honestly, the Eric Worre thing, I know that Plexus cares about us and puts in the effort for us, but something about signing Eric Worre to do these trainings it really, really made my heart smile. Like it really felt warm and fuzzy. Like, oh my gosh, they've said that they care, they do all these things, but this one really was like, oh my gosh, they really care about our success and the success of the company and the model that is network marketing. So I really appreciated all of that. So amongst all the other things that you guys have said, I think it was in the Ruby training was like, this is for me, who's been in this business a long time, doing it at the same rank for a long time, you guys, was you have to learn to date your business again. You have to find the joy, and it, like marriage, like it's not always easy, cupcakes and rainbows, but you have to learn to date your business again and find the joy. So that's my goal, is that remembering why I started.
I'm right with you, J. Mitch. I know you know that. I'm right with you in that. I'm right with you. All right, ladies. Well, who would love to be in the Icon Club? Who's going to work for it? Be on Thursday's call with Eric Worre and start working on Icon Club now. This is recruiting, right? And duplication, but take care of those VIPs. Remember, the best brand ambassadors always end up coming from those happy VIPs who we grow in relationship with, and they start seeing us talking about what we have to offer in our business opportunity as well. That's a really great reason to get people wonderful results on their products, right? So many wonderful reasons to do that. You can do this in way less time a day than you realize. If you stop the scrolling, if you slow down on the Netflix and your shows, can I just say, I had 4 homeschooling kids. I mean, I'm a hardcore homeschooler. There ain't no willy-nilly over here. And I will tell you, I got a lot done in 1 to 2 hours a day, and I did not scroll. My brain couldn't handle it. My heart couldn't handle the scrolling. My time could not handle any scrolling. Knock it off. Have your lists. Decide. I'm here to do this with you. And I'm going to read through this little thing from Instagram. It's bossbabe.inc. I really like her. She actually spoke at Eric Worre's thing I went to back in December that was so life-changing to me. Becoming the best version of yourself comes with a lot of goodbyes. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. So you have something on your mind right now, like Allie said, go get her done. And after that, you're going to feel so victorious and you're going to want to do that next thing and get her done. Ships that wait for the perfect winds never sail. And can I just tell you right now, we actually have perfect winds. The winds. We have the new product launch. We have the new systems. We have Eric Worre. We have the self-discipline to stop scrolling and manage our time better. You guys, we do. You do. Also, you can't heal in the same environment where you got sick. I want to encourage you to surround yourself with people who love you, who believe in you, who want to run with you as well. There are people looking for you. We must shine bright so our diamonds can find us. Amber Miller had a very serious conversation with me after she spoke in our Jewel Diamond meeting, and there was like a line of people to talk to her, and she saw me and she was like outside right now, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so humbling. Like I am like 3 times your age. And she grabbed my hands and was looking into my eyes and gritting her teeth and like yelling at me. And Alec Clark, our president, was walking by and he's like, are you guys okay? You guys, she had some things to set me straight on what she had seen from me and hadn't seen from me lately. But something I'm going to pass on to you is this. It's the idea of you are a lighthouse. You, Christine Lowe, it's you. Who you are, it's you. You don't have to be like me. Nobody has to be like me or anybody else out there. It's actually you. And we all go through seasons where we dim our light. Sometimes we just don't have the fire within and we're like, I can't conjure up the next spark. But sometimes it's because we don't see any ships out there sailing because they're so out there in the storm, in the fog. And we're like, nobody can see me. Nobody cares. Shine brighter so that they can see you. Shine brighter. It's the opposite of what our brains are telling us to do because it's scary to shine like a beacon when half the time we're like, what is my brand? Shine brighter. That is what I want to pass on to you today. Do not hold back. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And we got some rank ups coming up here. We got some, believe it. Start believing, start seeing your future team. Start praying for your future team now. Start thanking God for them and shine bright like they coming. Okay? Okay. Goodbye. No, not goodbye yet. Screenshot. Oh yeah. Shift Command 3, baby. This is a sign we're going to the next level if I can finally remember that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're going to smile. Shine bright. 1, 2, 3. Got you. Love you. See you on Thursdays. Call 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Because I did opt in, but I don't see anywhere that I wrote down what time are Eric Worre's webinars on those July days.
I know. I don't know.
No one
yet.
else. You don't
I
know.
was-
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So apparently
So I'm
he's
not the
gonna
only
share
one.
that- share that on Thursday. But for those dates, Sue, just always be aware there will be recordings. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
For those that opt into that. So are you saying that there's no recordings, Christine? Is that what you're saying no to?
Yeah, I took a picture because I was in self-doubt and I had to come to you. So I will reach out to you and then we'll put it in I found something that said no. And it was done by Somebody from Plexus.
Okay. So
So
we'll get the times and then we need to shift the rhythms of our families like Raybell's doing and Louis doing. Okay, see you guys later. Oh, love your faces. Praying for you. Bye.